Samoa were the most hyped team going into this Rugby League World Cup, and 5 weeks ago we all sat here when they got smashed by 60 points to England and said they're no chance, that's them done. And now for the first time in their history they're into a Rugby League World Cup final after one of the greatest games in Rugby League World Cup history. It was only 24 hours ago that I said it was one of the best test matches I'd ever seen. This one is right up there. I think yesterday's may have been better in terms of the quality of the footy, but I haven't seen a finish to an international rugby league match just like this one. I take back everything bad I ever said about this Rugby League World Cup, because holy moly, what a game. So much to dissect here, and I do apologise. It's 4 AM in the morning and I don't really want a family member to come flog me, so I'm going to be a bit quiet. Here is a pretty controversial moment. The reffing was pretty poor on both ends. I think Samoa were very hard done by at some places. I also think England were pretty hard done by because, let's face it, that's a round 10 NRL match. Junior Barlow is getting sent off. I know he did everything possible to get out of it, but I'm just riding the wave of emotion. I don't want to talk about Junior Barlow getting sent off, but, you know, I think if this isn't a Rugby League World Cup semi-final, he'll get off. It'll be interesting to see if he does play next week, because that was a pretty horrible tackle, but can you believe it? 5 weeks ago, everyone was talking about Matt Parrish needs to go, including me. I'll put my hand up, and England have been the form team in the tournament. They hadn't been losing at any point until Lafai scored the first try of the game. And now Samoa into a Rugby League World Cup final. As I predicted, just want to throw that out there. Check out my predictions video. I may be the smartest man of all time, but England, I don't think they choked it. I don't think you can say they choked it. Were they a bit disappointing? Yeah, but they were pretty good. This wasn't a case of they just didn't show up on the big day. I mean, if they both these sides played at their best, England probably get the job done, but they can keep their heads up. It was just a lazy play from Sam Tompkins, the fullback. I said Luai would have to be outstanding for them to get the chockies, and he was. He got man of the match. He was incredible. We've seen that. Just, it's not really organisational. It's not conventional NRL tries or rugby league tries that we see in the NRL or the Super League. It's just been game breakers. And Jerome Luai, we saw it in this game. We saw it yesterday with Jack Whiten and Josh Adokar. It's just acts of freakish talent that's winning games, and we're getting it, folks. We're getting Jerome Luai versus Nathan Cleary. Everyone said after that first game that Luai was nothing without Cleary, and now he has a chance to prove everyone wrong. England, who's your daddy now? Everyone's going to dislike the video for that one, but what a performance. Tim Lafai, I don't want to butcher his name, I'm so sorry, boy. Is it Liggy Sao? I think it might be Liggy Sao. Liggy Sao, I think it's Sao. He was absolutely incredible. So was Lafai. I mean, I said after that round 1 loss, they should pantherize the absolute hell out of the team. While I do think that Crichton probably offers a bit more ball playing at fullback, and you can keep Suoliti doing his thing on the wing, Tim Lafai, he has proved me all wrong. I thought he was a depth introduction to the side. He has been incredible, and even had a bit of push and shove. Luai getting under the skin of Sam Tompkins. After this, the hit up of all time. They absolutely ragdolled him, but the passion on the Samoan players' faces. They're into a World Cup final. I can't believe it. Everyone, I gave him no chance, I won't lie. Obviously, I predicted him before the final, and you know what? Of course, I'm going to ride that wave a little bit. I've got to boost the ego, you know? And I'm happy to admit that. But I gave him no chance after they got smashed by England. But I knew it. I knew that Samoa had it in them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have tipped them to make the final. Absolutely incredible. And the finish. Samoa, they go up by 2. Herbie Farnworth goes over. And then the kick. Here he is. Is it Tommy Makinson? Apologies. I'm riding the emotions so high. Obviously, I'm an Aussie, so, you know, I'm sort of glad it's happened. And then Stephen Crichton, looking like it's the 2021 NRL Grand Final going all the way. He had an incredible game as well, but not as good as Tim Lafai. But just I don't know what to say, that game, bro. And it's, Williams, he has been absolutely incredible this World Cup, George Williams. Herbie Farnworth sprints away, and at this point, England have a pretty tough conversion to go again, and then Tommy Makinson steps up. Shout out to the crowd. Like I said, I thought the footy probably yesterday in terms of quality was better, but this finish and the atmosphere, because it was England, was absolutely outstanding. I can't believe we're not getting England versus Australia, honestly. But you know what? I said I wanted Samoa to win, and I am so happy. Here it is, the winning moment. Milford, he gets charged down, and then England get the ball back. But then a forward pass gives Samoa. It is Stephen Crichton, the clutch man. He scored in 3 straight grand finals, and now he's looking to score in a World Cup final. Samoa are into their first ever Rugby League World Cup final. Can you believe it? Do they have a chance against Australia? Let me know in that comment section, guys. Smash that like button, George Tafur it, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. What a game. I'll see you guys in the next one.